How you doing, guys? Welcome to day 91 of me creating good daily habits in all areas of my life. One of them is putting exercising in the morning. It is day 7 of the 30-day yoga movement with me following along Kassandra on YouTube. Let's get to it. Let's press play.
This morning I'm going to take you through a 10-minute practice great for stress and anxiety relief. So yoga is a wonderful tool if you are needing to calm down your nervous system. I'm going to show you what my favorite poses and sequences are when I'm personally dealing with a little bit of stress and anxiety. Today is also day 7 of this 30-day morning yoga movement. So if you've been participating in this challenge with me since the beginning, give yourself a huge pat on the back for making it to the end of week 1. If you're just new or you just found this video and you'd like to join, you can do so at any point in time. Just click the link down below in the description box or look for the day 0 video, which I'll also link down below. You can also just do this video on its own whenever you're experiencing times of stress. So we are going to need one block for our practice, and we're going to start with it right away. So lower down and we'll come into supported bridge pose, and I like to use it on its first level. So as you come down, just lift your hips and place that block underneath the hips in a way that's comfortable for your low back, and just let your feet be flat on the floor. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. So a very gentle inversion, allowing our hips to be higher than the heart. And any kind of poses that you can do reclined, so laying down close to the earth, are going to be really soothing in times of stress and anxiety. So grounding poses are really wonderful. And we also want to use our breath. So slow, steady breaths in and out through the nose. And each class in this morning yoga movement program uses a different affirmation. Today's affirmation is, I am at peace with life. I am at peace with life. So try to repeat this affirmation to yourself a few times throughout our practice and also throughout the rest of your day. Keep your block under your hips, and you're just going to draw your right knee in towards your belly and straighten your left leg out in front of you. And you might take a few ankle rolls with your right foot, stretching and pointing through your toes. Just getting a little bit of motion here. I am at peace with life. And let's switch sides. Draw your left knee in, stretch your right leg out, and find those same little ankle rolls with your left foot this time. See if you can soften your neck, your jaw, your shoulders a little more. And now one of my best favorite poses in times of stress is waterfall. So just straightening and lifting your legs up towards the sky. Allowing your legs to be weightless and the upper body to be grounded. Go ahead and bend your knees gently. Feet come flat to the floor. And you can lift your hips to move your block off to the side. Draw your knees into your elbows, big squeeze. Let's come into a child's pose. So you can rock up, big toes together, knees apart. You can go as wide as you would like here. Arms stretched out in front of you, soften your head, that third eye, the chest down towards the mat. Child's pose is another really wonderful pose in times of stress. A great way to be grounded and close to the earth. It's almost as if you could just release all of your worries, letting it go every time you exhale. And we'll come up tabletop pose. And go ahead and just step your right foot forward in between your palms to the top of the mat, into your lunge. And you can just come up onto your fingertips here. So right knee is on top of your ankle. And think of pressing your hips forward and down, opening up through your chest. And you might close your eyes here. If you notice yourself getting distracted or caught up in some internal dialogue or stories, just come back to the flow of your breath. One more inhale here. And push into your right heel to straighten the leg. And you might stay here in your half splits, or one way that I like to do it is to just let my hips come all the way back onto my heel and fold from here. Making this more of a passive fold, so I'm not worrying about pushing or pulling or having a straight spine. I'm letting myself surrender into the pose. Forward folds are really therapeutic for the parasympathetic nervous system. So the part of our nervous system which allows us to rest and digest pretty much what we want when we're feeling anxious or stressed. So relax it down, one more breath, and start to come back up. Bend into that front knee once more, and we'll step up into your squat. So left foot comes in, heels in, toes out, bend the knees, hands at your heart as you push your knees open a little bit wider and broaden up through your chest. Think of lengthening your spine, crown of your head moving away from your tailbone. Forward fold, ragdoll, as you lift the hips up, and you can absolutely keep your knees bent here. It does not need to be perfectly straight. Let your head dangle, and we'll step back, a downward facing dog. Palms shoulder width distance apart, feet hip width distance apart. Get a great big stretch here through your legs, through your spine. Let's inhale to our plank pose. And just bring your knees down on the floor before lowering all the way down to your belly with your toes pointed back. And we'll come into Sphinx. So just slide your forearms out in front of you, palms flat to the floor, and open up through your chest. Maybe coming back to our affirmation for this practice: I am at peace with life. Take one more full breath in. And release, tabletop pose. We'll set up for a lunge on the second side. Step your left foot forward, aligning your knee over your ankle, opening up through your chest. Soften your shoulders down. And the reason yoga is so beneficial also for stress and anxiety is because it keeps us in the present moment. So this practice of mindfulness, not worrying about what's already happened or not worrying about what may happen in the future. Instead, just staying focused on your experience right here, right now. Into that hamstring stretch, push into your left heel and maybe stay up nice and high, or you can drop all the way down onto your right foot, folding from there, making this a passive fold. Back up. Let's come back into our squats. So step your right foot forward, heels in, toes out, about as wide as your mat. Hands together at the front of the heart, lift up. Ragdoll fold, release. And instead of going to our down dog, we'll do something a little different here. Bend your knees generously and roll all the way up to stand, inch by inch. And come into mountain pose. So you'll want your feet to be hip-width distance apart, palms shining forward, and close your eyes. So as you lift up through the arches of the feet, with your eyes closed, go ahead and lean all the way forward to the balls of the feet, and then all the way to the right, all the way to the back, over to the left, and then make your way to center, finding that even point. And let's take a little flow. Inhale, arms rise, fold down, release. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, let's just go to down dog right away. Stretching out nice and long in your downward facing dog. And into your child's pose. Big toes together, knees as wide as you would like them to be. Let your forehead rest down towards the mat. I am at peace with life. And lock your hands in. Just sitting on your heels in this little kneeling stance. You can bring your knees in so you're about hip-width distance apart. We'll just take a little twist from here. Left hand towards your right knee. You can bring your right hand to your low back as you open up. And exhale, switch sides. Right hand to the outer thigh, left hand behind you. Coming forward, interlace your palms, flip the palms up. Inhale, reach. And exhale, let it go and take a seat any way that's comfortable to you here. Sitting up tall, roll your shoulders back. Let's bring our hands together at the front of the heart. Setting this intention for the day. I am at peace with life. Big breath in through the nose and out the mouth. Bowing forward. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, yogis, for doing this day 7.
Thank you, yoga, for putting on another beautiful morning stretch with the anxiety. It's awesome. I'm on day 7. Thank you so much.